After my 90-year-old grandma returned from her trip, her appetite seemed insatiable. She could polish off 3 massive pots of meat in one sitting. On a whim, I recorded a few videos of her feasting and uploaded them online. They went viral overnight. Then someone commented, "This isn't your grandma at all. It's a human-faced bear. Once it finishes your food, it'll eat you." My grandma was a minor celebrity in the online foodie world. At 90, her ravenous appetite had earned her the affectionate nickname Foodie Granny. Some viewers even claimed their chronic anorexia improved simply by watching her eat. That night, she started her livestream, right on schedule. In front of her sat a colossal basin of beef. "Good evening, little ones. Tonight, Granny will share beef with you." Fans poured in, flooding the comments. "Foodie Granny is live, the goddess of appetizing meals." Not gonna lie, my kid used to have zero appetite. After watching Granny, he ate 2 bowls of rice. Granny is the natural enemy of anyone trying to lose weight. I watched the messages with a grin until one stood out. "Foodie Granny? That's clearly a black bear." I frowned. My grandma couldn't read, so she remained blissfully unaware, continuing to devour the beef with uncanny focus. "This is a black bear wearing human skin. Your grandma was eaten long ago," the comment continued. Rage bubbled inside. How dare someone call my grandma a bear? Other viewers leapt to defend her. "What's wrong with you, attacking Granny? She's adorable and you dare call her a bear?" "Ignore the trolls, don't let them ruin this." Yet the commenter pressed on. "I've hunted black bears my entire life. I can recognize one at a glance. Tell me, your grandma didn't used to eat this much, right? Her appetite suddenly spiked, didn't it? About a month ago?" I froze. He was right. Exactly 1 month ago, Grandma's insatiable hunger had appeared, right after returning from her trip. Before that, she was an ordinary 90-year-old, petite, delicate, unable to finish much food. But after the trip, she not only gained weight, her energy and hunger surged to alarming levels. I casually filmed her eating, posted the videos, and she became a sensation overnight. Foodie Granny had only begun live streaming about a month ago. Fans tried to rationalize the sudden surge. "So what? You can check livestream dates. Stop it spreading spooky nonsense at her age." But the commenter wouldn't relent. Her daily routine changed too, right? Sleeping all day, awake all night? I froze again. He was right. After the trip, her entire schedule flipped. She slept through the day and prowled the night. When I asked why, she answered cheerfully, "There were young people in my travel group. After spending so long with them, I wanted to try their lifestyle." At first, my parents were anxious, but gradually she seemed more energetic than ever, even looking younger. The chat exploded. "Granny, what are they saying?" I harshly lied. "Granny, they're all praising you." She smiled, radiant, but the commenter struck again. "Her sense of smell improved too, didn't it?" And again, true. Since the trip, her sense of smell had become uncannily sharp. I once tiptoed to check her blanket at night, and she woke immediately, sniffing the air. "Girl, I smelled you when you were standing outside the door." More comments rolled in. "She grew new teeth and hair about a month ago, right?" I watched her eat, noticing her teeth unnaturally sharp, glinting in the light. Nothing like a typical 90-year-old. She had, indeed, grown new teeth and hair after returning. At the time, it seemed like a blessing. We never questioned it. But now every word the commenter had written felt like a chilling prophecy. Viewers scoured old videos of her. "Whoa, she had no teeth a month ago." The Taoist might be right. How could an elderly woman grow new teeth in a single month? "Stop, I'm home alone at night. You're terrifying me." A medical student chimed in. "New teeth in an adult is extremely rare, but not impossible." Another viewer noted, "Look at her pupils. They're larger than before." I ended the live stream abruptly. "Granny, I just started eating. Many kids with poor appetites are waiting for me." I stared at her eyes. Her pupils were indeed larger, darker, almost twice the usual size. Creepy. I shook my head, trying to dismiss the Taoist warnings. This was my grandma. How could she possibly be a bear? She finished the meat and licked her lips. When she grinned, the teeth looked sharper still, almost beast-like. Granny, I'm still hungry. Go cook another pot of meat. Her appetite now rivaled the combined intake of our entire family. The butcher even wondered if we were raising some monstrous animal. Granny, it's too late to eat so much. It's not good for you. She expression shifted instantly. Pupils narrowed into thin slits, locking on me. Only for a second, then she smiled again. I was terrified. She went to her room to watch TV. I forced a smile. Later, a private message arrived from Qingfeng Taoist. Black bears have a unique scent. Wearing human skin can't conceal it. Your grandma started using perfume a month ago. Cold sweat drenched me. She had. The Taoist continued. When she can't satisfy her hunger with meat, she'll start with you. This is a human-faced bear. After consuming a person, it crawls into their skin. If it eats the brain, it inherits the victim's memories. I've tracked one for a year. Last seen near Gull Mountain. Your grandma also visited Gull Mountain, right? Could she really be a human-faced bear? The Taoist added, place raw meat in her room. Black bears cannot resist it. I decided to test it. At dawn, when she normally slept, I crept into her room and left raw meat in a corner. Through the mirror, I saw her eyes open, staring at me, glowing green. Granny, what are you doing in my room so early? I lied about checking her blanket. What did you put in my room? Her nose was too keen. She sniffed the meat immediately. I made a quick excuse about feeding the dog. Handing her the raw meat, I watched her pupils dilate. She swallowed repeatedly. This raw meat stinks, she said, forcing a disgusted expression. Too realistic. I rushed to message the Taoist. He replied, she's eaten too many humans. Her intelligence has increased. She can resist temptation now. I asked him what to do. He said, I can send poison to weaken her. You must administer it so I can finish the task. Hesitation gripped me. How could I poison my grandma? He added, check her neck. There should be a wound where the bear crawled into the human skin. Just as I was about to reply, I noticed her standing silently behind the glass door. Gull, animals walk without sound. A chill ran down my spine. Look at your scaredies, I'm joking. She passed by, smiling far too widely. Her teeth gleamed sharp and red. She grabbed half-cooked meat from the pot and devoured it without flinching. Blood dripped from her mouth, bones cracked audibly as she chewed. I shivered. When I lifted her hair to check her neck, no wound. I finally exhaled. Grandma wasn't a human-faced bear. She was alive. Feeling guilty, I sent a message to the Taoist. He insisted if there is no wound, she must be wearing 2 layers of human skin. I rolled my eyes. Then another stranger messaged me. Username, Professional Bear Hunter. He wrote, don't trust Qingfeng Taoist. He's not human. He's the human-faced bear. My mind blanked. He explained that the Taoist had been devoured long ago, and the bear wore his skin. He even asked if my grandma had visited Gull Mountain, confirming chilling details only someone very close could know. Then he warned, you are being targeted. Don't give the bear your address. He added a method of protection. Find a newborn black puppy that died, mix its blood with grave soil, and smear it on your skin. It hides your scent from the bear. I hurriedly got a dead black puppy and some grave soil from the nearby mountain. When I returned home, my neighbor recounted something terrifying. The night it rained, I saw something crawling out of your second-floor window. A huge, dark shape like a black bear with a human face. My blood ran cold. Maybe the bear was already inside her house. Maybe my parents had already gone. The Taoist messaged again. Don't trust the bear hunter. He's the one wearing human skin.
Human-faced bears could control multiple skins. I was completely lost, not knowing whom to trust. He instructed me to compare old videos of my grandma. Watching a recent live stream, I bent down to pick up the microphone and froze. Grandma had stared at the back of my neck with a terrifying, hungry glare. But in the next moment, she snapped back to normal. My scalp tingled, cold air brushed my neck. As if invisible breath was following me, I spun around. Grandma was crawling behind me. Her face was steel blue, eyes locked on mine, mouth opening as if to bite. Then, as quickly as it came, she returned to her normal appearance. My skin crawled, chills racing down my spine. She lay on the bed, pale steel blue, exhaling icy air that brushed my neck. "Grandma, what are you doing?" I stammered, dizzy, tense.
"Grandma, why are you looking at my photos and live stream replay?"
I just wanted to see how you've changed," I muttered.
She moved closer. Her breath washed over my face, carrying a putrid, rotten odor like meat left to rot for a month.
Cold sweat dripped from my nose. Fine black hairs were growing across her face. At 90, that was impossible. I tried to explain. "I just wanted to see your photos." Grandma groaned and slowly left the room, somehow even larger than yesterday. I drew a deep, shaky breath. The Taoist messaged me, "You can cut your grandma's skin. She must be wearing 2 layers of human skin." At the same time, Bear Hunter asked, "Did you smear the black dog blood on yourself?" I lied. I said, "Yes, the neighbor saw the human-faced bear in my house." Bear Hunter waited 5 minutes, then sent a chilling follow-up. "If that human-faced bear has found your home, could the neighbors already have been eaten?" His words were meant to terrify. I called the other grandmas who had gone on the trip. The phones rang endlessly, no answer. I finally called Grandma Chen. Someone picked up, exhausted. "Hello, is Grandma Chen there?" I asked. They replied, "She's missing." All the others who went to Girl Mountain were missing. Only my grandma had returned. I tried calling my house repeatedly. My parents kept hanging up. Even visiting my grandma didn't clarify anything. Could my entire family have been eaten by the human-faced bear? A wave of fear made it hard to breathe. Suddenly, a presence stared at me. I turned. My parents and grandma stood there, expressionless, staring at me.
"Who are you talking to?"
Mom asked, her lips unnaturally red, as if freshly stained with blood. Normally, she never wore bright lipstick. I remembered the stray cat had vanished long ago. I was calling a friend," I stammered. Mom grunted.
"Tonight, don't go out for dinner. Dad has fresh meat. I'll cook you a feast."
Her eyes squinted into thin lines, piercing me. My scalp tingled. I nodded quickly and ran to my room, locking the door. Grandma and my parents were probably gone. I had to confirm. I gripped a fruit knife tightly. That afternoon, while Grandma napped, I sneaked into her room. Following Bear Hunter's instructions, I smeared black dog blood mixed with soil all over myself. Grandma's eyes remained closed. She didn't awake. I collected a few strands of coarse black hairs from her bed, unmistakably bear hair. My heart raced. I lightly cut her skin. Beneath, a second layer of skin appeared. No blood. Grandma had been eaten by the human-faced bear. Dad, Mom, and Grandma were likely too. Bear Hunter's method worked. My scent was masked. I fled, closing all the curtains. The house plunged into darkness like perpetual night. I hid behind the sofa as Grandma and my parents' doors opened simultaneously. They prowled, eyes squinting, calling my name. "Girl, where are you? Come eat!" Mom's voice distorted into something animalistic. I remained silent. The blood and soil mixture kept me safe. The Taoist had been lying. He was likely eaten. Bear Hunter was right. I sent my address to Bear Hunter. He was nearby, able to arrive in 30 minutes. The black dog blood and soil would only last an hour. Dad, Mom, and Grandma continued their search, circling the room. Half an hour later, 2 men burst in, Ching Fong Taoist and Bear Hunter. Bear Hunter stepped out cautiously, eyes fixed on Ching Fong.
"Human-faced bear."
"You're lying."
They argued, knives drawn, cutting their arms, blood flowing, faces pale and shocked. Then the front door slammed shut. I stepped out from behind the sofa. My parents and grandma collapsed, revealing they were only skins. Qingfang and Bear Hunter's faces drained of color. Qingfang trembled. "So you're the human-faced bear. You tricked us to come here." Bear Hunter's eyes burned with fury. We smiled, predatory.
You've been chasing me for too long. I had to lure you here somehow.
They tried to flee, but I had already swallowed the skins. I pounced. 2 screens echoed, then silence fell over the villa. I strode out confidently. Only the last 2 Taoists remained to track me. I had to finish them. A chill ran down my spine. To everyone watching this video, have you ever noticed someone you know suddenly acting different?